Hi. It's been a while since I made a video. It seems the things that I made videos about, I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly all the videos I made or what they were about, but if I remember correctly, I think I made some videos on the state of the world. And when it comes to the state of the world, I think that not much can be done. And I've come to realize that the only way you can deal with it is if you change yourself and how you think about it in your life. Uh, Things have gotten getting stupider and stupider and stupider, and it's came to prove that basically we live in a sort of world where stupidity is the norm in all ways. And there's people who try to fight against it, supposedly, but oftentimes they do things that are equally as stupid. So, the thing is, you can complain or rant about the state of the world, but ultimately, it doesn't fix anything. It just helps get your voice heard. Sometimes it can fix things, but it's not guaranteed. We've reached a level where stupidity or ignorance and all the other disappointments seem to increase or be seen as the norm, and everything in culture has fallen. I could make videos about it, but I don't think that would be worth me much of anything. Ultimately, what I'm trying to say is, as for right now, we're obviously not returning to a time where things are better. It's more so some things are changing and becoming better, but at the same time, things are becoming worse and worse. And to be clear, I feel like pretty much an alien almost when it comes to living in this sort of world that we do now. And I feel I do not really enable or defend much of anyone's way of acting or being now. Ultimately, civilization is failing. Society is failing. The news has failed. Maybe because they're both owned by the same companies, the same corporations, because they want to fearmonger. Maybe the media that we have, be it social media, internet media, maybe all of that caters to values that don't mean much of anything. Maybe all of it caters to doing things this way or that way because, well, you said so, because society says you should, and if you shouldn't, then you're rejected. Regardless of what those values are, what do the values actually matter? What do they mean to anyone? They're people thinking in what I guess people would call a hive mind. They're people thinking exactly alike as a clone race of people. But that's what people do, is they copy each other. And then they wonder how we get into the sort of problems that we have now. They've stripped everything down to where everything is a symbol. What is this symbol? What is this concepts, or should I say, what are these concepts that we, not me, but the people infect themselves with? To where everything means something. You have a certain hairstyle, it means something. You have a way of talking, it means something. And if it means something that is slightly different towards your value, then it is this other thing because you said so. With that value, with that idea, what makes you, the person saying that, not a bonehead because I said so? Where is your evidence? There seems to be no evidence. And at first, a lot of these things seemed like a joke, but when you see they increase, it's so pointless. We have the little culture war and the gender war and sexuality war going on over and over again without people realizing that that was a setup created by the elites. Why are women doing things this way? Why are men doing it this way? Because they've been programmed by the television and the media to act in a way that creates horridness. And then the people, they complain about each other. One side saying, modern women are the problem. I don't know what you would call those people anymore, but back a while ago, they're called incels. But they don't understand that they're participating in the modernity, oftentimes, that they complain against, and doing the exact same things that these women that they despise are doing. Oh, the women these days are on the phone all the time. Well, so are you. They only care about themselves. So do you. Yes. And what else is there? The little sexuality warfare. Oh boy. Because we needed that, didn't we? We needed. I don't even know where to start with that. You have Elon Musk, whatever his name is, taking ownership of Twitter and calling it X. Well, people think that that's a win. Twitter itself was the problem. Something like Twitter should have never existed. Yeah, now it's better in some ways. But the whole concept of a thing like Twitter, it does not benefit society. And there is no way to really say it. No, I mean, there is no way to hold it back anymore. There is no way to deny it. But civilization is failing, and civilization itself is a joke. Well, what does that mean? They would say, well, civilization just has failed in general. We have this sophisticated society, so-called sophisticated, where people go around exploiting each other and complaining about who's better, who has more, or how they're better than each other, when they all act basically the same, just in reverse. He said, she said. Pretty much everyone is the problem. People are blaming each other, but the reality is everyone is the problem. And people aren't realizing that because they're not taking accountability unto themselves or hiding behind this character that they're perfect. But they're not. That's the video.